Hey guys, welcome to the Binge Zone. Shalana here, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about Lost in Space Season 2. And before we jump into that review, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new because you get more recaps, more reviews, more ending explains. But without further ado, let's dive into Lost in Space Season 2. Now, Lost in Space takes place 7 months after the original, and we find the Robinsons on a whole new world in another solar system. And after 7 months, they kind of adapted to the lifestyle. And I have to say that these characters in the first season all felt like they felt some sort of stereotypical pastiche of who they were supposed to be. And in this 7-month time skip, every member of the Robinson family feels distinct and they have their own roles and they've evolved to be their own fully fleshed characters. And the season really takes us with each character, and we learn how each character grows and the inner workings. Like, we learn more about the father, we learn more about Judy. And I have to say, Judy to me is the best character on the show just because of who she is and her characterization and all that she has to overcome and accomplish. She is the most standout of the Robinsons as opposed to some others like Penny. But we're not going to get too deep into that because while some characters are stronger than others, each character has their own episode to shine. And this show really gives us a nice focus and breakdown of each character, which makes us appreciate the Robinsons for different things. Not just that though, this season's a lot bigger than the previous season. We have more action, we visit different alien worlds, we see different things. Like, Lost in Space is a genre show dealing with sci-fi, space travel and all of that. But usually with these type of shows, they try to skip out on budget and we stay on one planet and only deal with humans. However, when it comes to Lost in Space, we're in different worlds exploring different sceneries, and some of these sceneries are beautiful. And I have to say, the cinematography on this show is spectacular. The special effects, it feels like Netflix actually invested real money in this show, and it shows because the space travel, the planets, the wildlife, the different alien things that we see are pretty. They're pretty, that's all I can say. They're beautiful, gorgeous. So that lends me to believe that they spend more time on this and people who make the show actually care, while also delivering a pretty unique story. Because I thought to myself, if they're still lost in space in the second season, how much more interesting can this show actually get with a bunch of people just lost in space? But they actually raise the stakes and make it matter that these people are lost and we're actually exploring space. So it's one thing to be lost in space and doing nothing but twiddling your thumb, trying to go home. It's another thing completely to inhabit different planets, colonize them somewhat, and then try to figure out how these alien environments can lend themselves to helping you get to your final destination. Speaking of aliens, the robot in this season has grown as a character as well. And I would never think that this robot with a blue face would actually grow as a character. But this season does a lot more than just grow the humans. The robots and the alien species, we kind of learn a bit more about them. I love the fact that they're treating the robots as well. And notice I said robots, minor little spoiler T. But the robots, I love the fact that they're giving them characterization as well. So it's kind of like machine versus robot in the sense, which lends itself to make the show even more interesting because I really want to see where they dive into this plot line. But overall, I give this season a 7 out of 10 because I thoroughly enjoyed it. While some episodes did linger longer than others, it felt like the 10 episode mark was a bit too much for this season because there's a lot of episodes that dragged on and some weaker characters got more screen time than I'd like. But overall, it was enjoyable. I love the scenery. I love the Robinsons even more this season because they all stand out. And the new characters that we meet this new season are pretty interesting and they add a whole new dynamic to the overarching storyline. And I'm pretty excited and I can't wait to see what they do next season. But that's my thoughts. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And also remember, if you want a more direct conversation with me, hit me up on Twitter at the Binge Zone. I'm always available to talk TV, movie, whatever you want. And guys, if you want more content like this, you want us to bring out more reviews, more recaps, more ending explains, more breakdowns, consider joining our Patreon. With your support, we can bring out more content and it would greatly help us to help you guys with better content. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, definitely hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, binge on.